Hey guys, it's your girl Ani Cooper back with Sage Me Down, our holistic living platform geared to helping and healing creators of color. And obviously, you guys know our co-host, Pimp Soda, aka Taylor. So we're just gonna start with our introductions for people that don't know who we are yet, who are getting to know us. So if you want to start, go ahead.
Yes, well, hey y'all. I am Taylor, aka Pimp Soda, and I'm a photographer, graphic designer, web designer, amateur vegan chef, YouTuber, and beautiful black woman.
Period. Guys, my name is Ani Cooper, if I didn't say before, founder of Sage Me Down. And what do? I do photography, content creation, YouTube, just everything that has to do with spirituality, wellness, all of that. And like Taylor said, I'm also a beautiful black woman. So today, what we are talking about is the presence of 2020 and the ups and downs that have come with 2020. We know that there is a pandemic going on. We know that this is a crucial time for revolution when it has to do with our black people, our community, and it's just been a lot. But although it's been a lot, I feel like it's just been a lot of good that's coming as well.
Definitely.
So we want to highlight that. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's start.
All right. So, what I have to ask you is, what were your expectations coming into 2020? So, like when it was 2019, New Year's Eve, New Year's resolutions, like what were your expectations of what this year was going to be?
My expectations, honestly, was this is 2020, the year of vision. Like, this is where we're manifesting. It's a visual time. It's clarity. I just think about when you go to the eye doctor and they tell you your vision is 2020, like, you can see. Everything is clear.
That's
like,
a cool analogy.
Yeah, like, I just thought, like, 2020, like, it's going to be a clear time. I'm going to just be able to just get to what I want, manifest what I want. Anything that doesn't serve me won't be here anymore. Like, it will just be visually out of the way, and everything that's supposed to be there and I'm supposed to see it, I'm supposed to feel it, it's gonna be there.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the same with me too. I just felt like this was the year to do the things that I wanted to do, but put imaginary limitations on. You know what I mean? Because 2019 was a great year. I mean, like, honestly, I feel like 2020 has definitely made me realize how amazing of a year 2019 was. But even though we hadn't yet reached the year, I still thought it was an amazing year. But I also felt as though I could have been living my life a little bit more fuller. So I was gonna just, make a lot of money moves, make a lot of moves on just like travel, on expanding my brand, and just, being the best me that I can be, which I still think I did, just a little bit of a revised version of it, you know? Yeah.
I think it's interesting though, because I feel like even if you have all those expectations, regardless of whatever expectations you have, anytime it's a new year, you feel like, I want to make this year better than last year. Like, that is always a key thought. I just need to make it better than last year. I need to really live in this. But I think with 2020, it really put like if you was unsure about what you was doing before, this is like your clarity of, dang, do I really love what I'm doing? Because time is limited, time is short. Like, I really need to be living my best life every single day.
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
I think 2020 was like a spark. Yeah.
Yes. So compared to that, what were the realizations that you had going through 2020? Like, because 2020, I feel like was a lot of different phases, and then astrologically speaking, the solar system was out of control. Okay, like, child, the solar system was real ghetto. Like, it was just all over the place. And it's so funny because I remember specifically in June when everything was happening, like at the height of the protests and everything, the universe was literally in a cosmic rage.
Yeah.
So we all felt that collectively. Yeah. Like, so it was just, but yeah. How do you, as far as like the phases, what are a lot of the things that you felt going through the motions?
I think one thing I learned is not to attach myself to conditions. So saying, like we talked about this before, instead of saying I have anxiety, it's like I'm dealing with anxiety right now, but I don't have it. It's not a part of me.
It doesn't own you.
It doesn't own me. And I think every time something happened, whether I'm hearing about people dying, people getting sick, people getting shot down, protests, I'm just like, these are my people. This is, regardless of black, brown, white, whatever, purple, we are humans, you know, we're divine beings living a human experience. And so I felt empathy for every single person. But I had to realize these feelings, my empathy is not of me per se, where I have to be depressed and I have to be something. Because there was a time where I started to feel myself getting really depressed about 2020.
Yeah.
Where it was just like, I would be crying all the time. I'll be watching the news. I would have a headache. I would be scrolling on Instagram like, I need to get off.
Yeah.
I would not be answering calls from certain people because I'm just like, I don't want to hear any more news. Like, it's just a lot. And, you know, there were certain things that affected me personally as well, that was going on with this year. So I think for me, it was just like trying to separate those feelings of, I don't need to be depressed. It's okay for me to be sad and upset, but don't let it consume me. And that was one of the biggest lessons that I think I learned.
Damn. No, I definitely feel that. It caused me to just reevaluate myself and where I assumed my mental health was. Because, you know, with pre-pandemic, we have a lot of distractions. And we don't have to face our inner demons and really be alone with our thoughts as much because we were always doing something.
Yeah.
So the fact that, like, you know, the first 3 months of the pandemic, we just had to literally, like, just sit with our feelings and really, you know, let those feelings happen. Because it was more than just, I mean, obviously, yes, we're upset about the pandemic. But it's just like, okay, why is it upsetting me that I cannot live my life to the fullest? What does me living my life to the fullest really mean to myself? Or it might not even be for, like, what it means to myself. It might just be the image of myself I'm putting onto other people.
Right.
So, like, for example, you know, I travel a lot. Like, I usually travel like 1 or 2 times a month on a regular. And so that is mainly because of photography. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't like the way it makes me seem. Like, you know, it makes me seem like I've just got it together, that I'm wealthy, all these things. I ain't wealthy, y'all. But I got some money in my pocket.
No, you are wealthy.
I am wealthy.
We speak in this.
My wallet is not full, but I am full in abundance.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yes.
So, gonna have to quote that, okay?
Put that ads right here. Oh no, I'm gonna put that in. Wait.
Anyway, but yeah, like, I just had to really evaluate, like, why is it that I'm so upset that I can't do these things? And I had to just kind of recheck myself. Like, I do enjoy them, but I also enjoy the praise that I get from other people, because it helps me not think about the things that I'm insecure about. So it definitely just gave me a bit of maybe I don't know myself as well as I do, and maybe this time in solitude is giving me the chance to reintroduce myself to myself. You know what I mean? And it's still a process. Like, I actually started this thing where if I am upset or something is bothering me, I just take the time out to just kind of like sit in nature or sit by myself and truly talk to myself out loud, ask what is wrong, why am I feeling this, and really break down the root cause of my emotions. And I mean, I feel like if it wasn't for the pandemic, I wouldn't have discovered that tool because of that. I am like so much more level-headed, and it's so much easier for me to just kind of like solve like my overall emotions.
Even with like what you were saying, like going into nature and like asking these questions, I think one thing, you actually put this in perspective for me when you were just like, I need time for earthing.
Yes.
And I was not taking time to do that, but it just so happened where I was living during the pandemic, we had a lot of nature within our complex, within our apartment complex. So there was trees and grass, and like I was able to do like picnics in the grass. So I was able to take off my shoes, and I never looked at that part of my living room because I was always busy. I was always going. Sometimes I would leave the apartment and go to the park right next to it. So it was just like I was surpassing it. But now that I can't go outside, I have to stay in my apartment. What's over here? What's around here? There's flowers, there's nature. Let me take off my shoes. Let me just lay down. Like, I invited my friends to do like meditation and picnics. You know, it just put a perspective of like, this is who I'm supposed to be 24/7, regardless of anything that's going on, work, school, relationships, you should have time for grounding. That's your most important thing, you know?
Speak.
So,
no,
yeah.
grounding is so important. And for those of y'all that don't know what earthing is, it sounds really complicated, but it's literally not. It's literally just you being in the earth, feet barefoot, on the ground, and receiving the energy from Earth's core. So, like, sometimes people tend to wonder, like, why do I feel so invigorated when I'm at the beach? When you're in the sand, you're not, wearing shoes, so you're getting all of that energy from Earth's core inside. And it doesn't have to be at the beach. You can earth in your backyard. You can, if you got the calluses built up, you can do it in the woods. I don't got the calluses built up, but so even just like 15 minutes of earthing, it will provide like just this amazing like spontaneous burst of energy.
Yeah.
And I wish that I took advantage of it before I moved to the city, because my mom's house is like right in front of the woods, so I used to just like go out there with like a cup of tea and just like meditate or do whatever. And like I didn't like. I feel like I took it for granted when I was there, because now that I live in the city, I'm not going outside my building at Earth.
2020 was like all the stuff that you were taking for granted, it popped up. Like, stop taking it for granted right now.
Period.
Like, that's it.
Yeah. Like, I'm trying to even think, go into the grocery store without a mask.
Go to the grocery store without a mask.
Without a mask. Like, literally, like 2019 was phone, keys, wallet. 2020 is phone, keys, wallet, mask.
No, literally. So that makes such like a big difference. Or even just being able to breathe. Mm-hmm. We take breathing for granted. So now it's just like wearing that mask, always saying like, oh, I can't breathe, let me pull it down, let me let my nose
inhaling that CO2 consistently.
Yes. And also, for those of you that live in like apartments, live in the city where it's not a lot of like nature, get some plants. Me and Taylor are always talking about
our plants.
Like, especially at a time right now
where
it's
our plants,
so hard.
They're our plants.
Yes. Like, get some plants, get some oxygen just flowing.
Make your house the forest, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all can't go to the safari, so make your house a safari.
Exactly.
Ooh, child. It's hard.
That was a lot.
It was. It's so funny because we answered like 2 questions in one, so that's pretty perfect.
Yeah.
So the next question I had was, have your expectations changed on how you're going to go into 2021?
Yeah, definitely. I think just going into the taking everything for granted, now I'm at a point where it's just like everything that I wanted to do, that I am able to do, I need to do it. And I need to stop putting things on hold and like second guessing myself, doubting myself. Like, I don't know what happened from like 2019 to now, but I feel like, honestly, on a personal level, I lost a lot of confidence in myself and my abilities. More because I've had more time at home. I've been depressed when it comes to like everything going on with like the Black Lives Matter movement. I constantly see people advocating activism, and I'm just like, I could be doing more.
Yeah.
So that confidence level kind of went down, of just like, I feel like I need to be doing more all the time. So I really want to work on that for the end of 2020 into 2021, because I'm doing a lot. I don't have 24 hours in my day where I'm just chilling. Like, a lot is going on, but to me it don't feel like enough. That's the crazy part. So I think that's the thing, like, just being confident. And also how we talk about, we both take pictures, like just saying like, I got this in the bag, and what I don't know, I'm gonna learn it.
You're going to learn.
So by the new year, before the new year, I have so much confidence in myself. Nobody can take it from me. Nobody can say nothing to me. Nobody can question my skill set, because I'm there. When everything opens back up, y'all looking for photographer, I'm there. You need me to travel to Bali, I'm there. Dubai, I'm there. Like, period.
Yes. Oh, Bali. I was supposed to be there in 2020, but shout out to Corona.
And Costa Rica.
Oh, man. But that's a good point. I would say, I feel like like how you said before, how we always look for the new year to be better than the last.
Yeah.
I feel as though I'm not going to continue to do that, because it should be happening. Yeah. Like just as simple as that, should be happening. And it's just like, I don't think that 2021 is going to be 2020, But at the same time, I don't know that.
You don't know what to prepare
I don't.
for.
And I can't just expect for positive things to come out of like frivolous experiences, because positive things have come out of me just standing still and reevaluating what it is I want out of life. You know what I mean?
You're making that experience for yourself.
Yeah, because I mean, I just feel like this whole year we've just been focusing on the bad things, but we're not focusing on there's some great things that did happen this year.
Yes.
It's just that there's also some pretty bad stuff that has happened. So, you know, we tend to kind of want to only focus on the bad, so that way, I mean, honestly, I hate to even put it this way, but I feel like we love to complain at times. We love to complain, and we're not doing enough of being thankful, giving thanks. And I mean, for me personally, I just really have had time to, I'm 26 now, so I'm officially in my late 20s. And I was just like, well, what do I want out of life? Where do I see myself in 5 years? So
that's the question that's been coming.
Girl, so I just had time to figure that out. When March 2020 happened and, you know, the pandemic started hitting, I started a stock portfolio. Everything had dropped. The stock market had fell about 35 to 40%. I might be wrong. You can quote me if I am wrong. But I bought all the stocks when they were low, and I tripled my investment. And now it's just like I consistently do research on passive income, on stocks, on ETFs, rates, index funds, you know, and I'm just I actually really enjoy this, and it's something I can do from home.
We should do a workshop, a stock workshop.
I got to learn a little more.
No, but even like my brother, he's into stocks.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that.
Yeah. Like, I have a couple people. We can do like a workshop, get a couple people on.
That would be nice. Oh, look out for that, y'all.
Shameless plug.
But yeah, like I started a stock portfolio, and I also realized the importance of multiple streams of income, because unfortunately a lot of us have suffered financially from this. I know I didn't have photo shoots for months after the pandemic happened, and so that's what caused me to just want to be able to set myself up financially. And then I also just thought about, well, okay, as far as my career goals, where do I see myself living in the next 5 years? Where do I see myself going in the next 5 years? And also just figuring out what truly makes me happy. Not the happiness, the superficial happiness that you get from people giving you praise, but the happiness that you can find for yourself.
The self-happiness, the self-love, the self-care.
And so with that, I just thought about, you know, things from my childhood that brought me joy. And I remember before I got into photography, I used to draw all the time. So I bought a sketchbook, and I just what I used to do, I would watch cartoons and I would sketch what I see on TV. So I've been doing that lately, and it brings me joy and brings me happiness. That's when I started getting plants. I gotta text my girl to make sure she waters my plants. But I love taking care of my plants. Oh, y'all, my earring fell, but it's okay. It's all right. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna get it when I'm done. But you know, just consistently finding things that bring you joy, that are close to you, instead of finding it in external, you know, external circumstances.
Places.
Okay. And now, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna get this earring real quick.
Break.
So now that we've kind of talked about both perspectives of being still versus, you know, being active, what are some of the positive things you can say that came out of this overall year and just kind of being stagnant in a way?
I think it's been a lot of just like blessings that have come in disguise. So I think being able to spend time with yourself is a blessing that happened. A lot of people got put in their place. Like, you have to slow down, spend time with yourself. What do you like to do? What interests you? That was like a main thing that happened. I feel like a lot of people, okay, this is gonna sound bad because black people, brown people, we already got this stereotype, but a lot of people profited off of like the unemployment, the stimulus checks, that like 600, you know, that was like a come up for a lot of people, where people could take that money,
come up.
Take that money, they can invest in their businesses. It was just a big come up.
I never got my stimulus check, just to say that. I never got mine, and I'm offended.
Girl.
Because I'm just like, I deserve
the government, because
I'm suing the whole government.
It was clutch. And a second one might be coming, so y'all know.
Quote unquote, might.
So, might.
For y'all, not for me.
Well, we're gonna hope for the best. But like, that happened. I feel like that was a nice blessing, like a nice like abundance, as well as like these small business grants, because granted, for people that already have money, they looking at it like, oh, this ain't nothing. But for people,
I'm just gonna swim in my mansion and my pool.
But for people that didn't have money and they was giving these little grants out, it was like, okay, like,
it was a nice little, you know, little bonus.
That was a nice little bonus. I think also, like, I'll say personally for me, I didn't really post anything about it, but because of like the pandemic, I had time to slow down. Me and Dash, and we had time to save, so we ended up getting a new car and a new apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like a blessing, and then we got really good deals because COVID. Like, you know, like our new apartment, we have 2 months rent free. We had parking free for a year.
Yeah.
COVID, they were trying to get people to move in. With our car, it was a low APR rate, like low interest and everything. So like that was clutch.
I was gonna say my friend even sold her house during COVID, and she made a profit off of it. It's so wild because she had some like damages that had happened while she was working. I mean, was living there, and it's so crazy because the house was actually in slightly worse condition than it was, but she still made like a $90,000 profit. And she only lived there for 2 years.
Wow.
Isn't that wild? Yeah. So it's
crazy.
been, things have been happening. You know, little blessings being drizzled, little razzle dazzle.
Also, not to talk about one of the main blessings that I feel like happened, the revolution happened.
The revolution was televised.
We have not been like this since the civil rights movement. Do y'all understand that?
Yup.
Like, the fact that people are acknowledging our presence, we exist, we are here, we are fighting, we are strong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is just crazy. And it's like, it's sad that everything that led up to it happened for it to happen, but the fact that it did happen was so beautiful because now Black people are taking pride in themselves. I see a bunch of people like, you know, I'm not wearing this brand no more. I'm not gonna be putting on this weave no more. I'm reading this book. I'm reading Black authors.
Black people are waking up a lot quicker than they thought we would.
Yo.
Dead ass though, like way quicker.
Yo.
Like people are understanding the importance of passive income.
Just like how everyone is serious. You were saying like everybody is serious about like passive income.
Yep.
Generational wealth.
Yep.
Yeah. Like it's just a beautiful sight to see that people are waking up. I think even, for example, for the longest time, I've been trying to read Assata Shakur's biography, and I was trying to read it since I was younger, but I just never. I'm not a person that's a reader. I'm just gonna be quite.
I'm not a reader either, girl.
Yeah,
you read more books than me, though. I thought you was a reader.
See, I'm more of an audible listener.
Oh, okay.
I am like audible, visual, like that's what I like. So I like tangible reading. It just wasn't working for me. But I happened to listen to her book on Audible, and I actually finished the book. That was a big accomplishment for me, just hearing Assata's story and everything that she's done for Black people, Black women. It's just beautiful to see, and yeah. It's
definitely caused a lot of people to just kind of reevaluate what it is they can do for us as Black people. Like, it's so many people that have just had this awakening process that makes me so happy. And I also want to point out the fact that people are understanding and valuing Black businesses more. And as a Black business owner, I've been benefiting from that, and I like it. You know, like people are really out here like trying to. Like I'll see on Twitter, hey, do y'all know a Black-owned lingerie company? Hey, do y'all know a black chef? Hey, do y'all know? And people will like recommend them. My friend is actually developing an app directory for Black businesses. Like no matter like where you're located in the country, you can find a Black business near you for different like categories, and it's just amazing. Like. That we're understanding that we need to build up our economy. We need to keep the Black dollar within the community.
Exactly.
And it's so essential. Like I try to support black business as much as I can.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. The Palo Santo that I got is actually from a bookstore in Baltimore. It's called Everyone's Place. They only sell like books that were published and written by Black authors, but they also sell like a lot of like African memorabilia, and they sell like sages, they sell incense, they sell candles, they sell all kinds of things. The affirmation spray is actually from them, and that was manufactured by a Black business.
That is so small plug. In Leimert Park, shout out to Napoli Naturals. That is my apothecary, and my hood herbalist Chris is there, hooks me up. But same situation out here where they have everything that you just mentioned.
Yup.
So for y'all that is in the Baltimore area, and
Everyone's Place.
Yes, and then if y'all in the LA area, Leimert Park, Napoli Naturals. So.
But yeah, it just makes you feel good when you understand that your money being spent is being given to somebody who respects you and sees you for your Blackness and acknowledges that.
You.
Like, you are seen, you are heard, and you are respected.
Yes.
Because unfortunately, a lot of these places we give our money to, they don't give a damn about us. They just see green.
Yeah.
They don't see us.
Yeah. Literally. literally. So it's just, I think it's a blessing. Even Sage Me Down. Like, a lot of people have been posting. I don't know if I've been showing it to you or if I've been reposting on my story, but a lot of people have been adding Sage Me Down to their directory. So
that's good.
Yeah. So
yes.
like, if you're looking for meditations, they have Sage Me Down on there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for blog posts, wellness blog posts, Sage Me Down. Wellness Instagrams. Like, we've been getting tagged on a lot of different people's things, and it's literally in people's directories.
That's
now.
so good.
So, because I had the same idea of like making an app, like a hub for people of color, for you to go, and I started it, but it's just hard getting all that data with, you know, just like us two.
Yeah.
But I feel like Sage Me Down is going in a little different direction, and we thought Wellness Wednesday was just, we didn't know it was going to get like
that. Nah, we didn't.
2020, that's another highlight that happened. We did not know that we were going to be impacting so many people, where it's just like,
people are looking forward to it. Like,
yeah. It literally, when I say it was so impromptu of just like, yo, Taylor, like, I think you will be good to come on this live. And then next thing you know, people like, I like that Taylor girl, Pimp Soda. I like her. Bring her back. So I'm like, girl, do you want to be a co-host?
I'm embarrassed.
Everybody tells me, like,
oh my God. But they say the same about you. They're like, who's that girl you been going on live with? I like her, blah, blah, blah. Like, yo, they be loving her too. Like,
it's crazy. Even my mom. Yo, my mom called us yesterday, and she was just like, Taylor's here? Oh my God. She was like, let me tell you. My mom be watching Taylor's YouTube, learning how to, you know, do her hair wraps. Like, it's just how, like, we just, 2020 just sparked something for us.
Yeah.
We didn't know this was going to happen.
No, we sure didn't. No.
Now we're doing legit videos with your hair in LA, with the plants, you know, like, doing legit videos, and just, you know, we have a lot of like content that we be thinking about, and just be wanting to give out a message. You know, Taylor has her meditations that she does, her meditation Zooms. Like, so much was birthed this year alone.
Dead ass though. Seriously. And it was meant to happen. It was all a part of the journey. At the end of the day.
Part of the journey. I just thought of something.
What?
We're gonna have to talk.
Okay.
Because I said the meditation Zooms.
Yeah, speaking of which, yes, Melanated Meditators every Saturday, 9 a.m. West Coast time, 12 p.m. East Coast time. I didn't do it yesterday because I've been down here, but I'm going to do it next week.
Yes. I got some, she got a vision. Okay. It's clear, 2020. But yeah, those are some good things that happened, I think. What do you feel like they were like prominent things, other than like obviously what I said, like the revolution and like, you know, the stimulus checks and Sage Me Down and meditation, and like, what were some things personally, like, for you that you was just like, wow, this is a blessing?
This actually happened very recently. You know what I'm talking about. When me and my boyfriend Reggie, we celebrated our 4-year anniversary this year. That's a blessing itself.
First of all, if y'all didn't see it on the Sage Me Down Instagram, go on the Sage Me Down Instagram, because we posted their photos and they fired.
Yes.
They fired.
Those photos did a lot of traffic. If y'all know the page We Buy Black on Instagram, they have almost 1 million followers, and they promote a lot of black businesses. They somehow found our photos and reposted them, and from that, it just was a consistent train of those consistently. People are still reposting from our Twitter, like right now. Like, I literally got one right now. Like, and from that, I got like a great amount of followers, and it's been really blissful for my business. Like, I've been booked left and right and left. Like, and I'm busy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm real busy right now, but I'm so thankful for it. So that was something that just really happened, and it kind of caused me to like, okay, you know, kind of take a step back and figure out, okay, what are some plans that I really have for my business, and just kind of write. Oh, hello there. Hello there. I wonder if the camera caught that.
But then it looked like we talking to ourselves.
Yes.
It was a bug. It was an insect.
Insect. That thing was a dinosaur. That thing was huge. But you know, it caused me to really take a step back and figure out, okay, I got something here. I can really make an entire empire off of my work. You know what I mean? And I got a lot of plans in the works. I'm not going to speak on them right now, but yeah. So needless to say, my September booking is closed. October booking is almost halfway booked. So if y'all want to book with me, let me know.
Yes. Book her for November, December.
I travel too.
She travels, but you're paying for her accommodations, just so you know. But she travels. So, girl, I'm just excited because we're halfway in 2020. And
now, we're more than half now, September.
Well, more than half.
Yeah.
We almost done.
We almost done.
But one thing, like me and Dash always say, is like things could change so fast. So I'm just excited from like September to December, how many more blessings are gonna come. Like how much more, like, yo, is something gonna happen from this video where somebody sees it and it's like, we want to give y'all own production and we flying Taylor out to LA every weekend. We're by coastal. Or, yo, Taylor and Ani could do content creation while Taylor's doing the photography. We're booking y'all for a session for a big company.
Cough.
You know, like, things could change overnight.
They dead ass can. They do all the time.
Like,
all the time.
Man. Yeah, this is just, it's just a lot. It's just beautiful. I'm grateful that there's duality to everything. You know, that's why we have yin and yang. Like, we have to balance ourselves out. There's light and there's dark and everything. But when you're balanced, you can see that. And I feel like just advice, we can give advice to people where it's all in your mindset. Your mind is the most powerful thing that you have, other than your spirit, you know. So just be aware of, instead of looking at everything like, oh, it's so bad, it sucks, this is this. Look at it as, it's gonna get better. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Like, it's your mind. It's really your mind. What is something that you would give, like, advice to people watching for just understanding the ups of 2020 and just, you know, just good advice?
I would probably say reflection, because think about years ago when we've been going through hardships. You can look at it now with no emotional attachment and think, well, you know what, that made me stronger. So just think of 2020 as that. Like, this year will legit make you stronger. I know it made me stronger already. It's not even over. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So just all about reflection, consistently being thankful for the abundance in which we have, and just knowing that everything happened for a reason, and the mistakes that happen in our life continue to help us build wisdom. So that's my advice.
Absolutely. So we are ending this session and we are saging just so that we can spread love and light and blessings to you. We're spreading abundance, and we hope that any negativity that was in your mind before you started this, or anything that's on your heart that you don't want, is released. That is why we sage. That is why we have Sage Me Down, and that is why we bring self-care Sundays to you. We are here every Sunday, whether we are on Zoom, we are in person. Every Sunday, we want to continue to bring this to you, whether it's workshops, tutorials, messages, whatever we can. So, you want to lead us out?
Yeah. Are you handing it to me? Oh, thank you. Well, y'all, I am Taylor, aka Pimp Soda, and I'm a photographer, graphic designer, videographer, web designer, amateur vegan chef, YouTuber, and beautiful Black woman. I do so many things. I had to think. I was like, what else do I do? Multifaceted. And I'll pass this to you.
Thank you. So I am Ani Cooper, founder of Sage Me Down, aka a platform to help heal creatives of color. I am a content creator. I am a YouTuber. I am a dancer. I am a photographer, etc., writer and poet. And like Taylor always says, I'm also a beautiful Black woman. Thank you guys for watching. We love you so much. Make sure to come back next week. Bye. And we're out.
All right.